Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Slime Isekai Memories video. So, we have the banner that just came out, the 5 million downloads banner with the new Forsaken Future Earth Rimuru. Now, you saw my summoning video, that went totally great. If you haven't, you should go check it out. But should you actually summon on this banner? Now, I'm just gonna say this right now from the very beginning. This Rimuru looks so badass that if you choose to summon for him, I don't think anyone's gonna say anything. But if you're looking at this for more of a like technical meta standpoint, should you actually summon for this Rimuru? Well, let's go over his skills really quickly. So we all know he has his ult, right? Single target ult. And his skills, he does. So the first one, he buffs the ult gauges of Earth and space units by 20%. But it increases by 10 every time you use a protection skill. So most of the time you'll probably be getting about maybe 30-40%. In longer fights like the beatdown battle, you'll probably get like almost 100%. So this skill, it's decent. And then this one, Doom to Ashes, is the same thing as the hero but blue, right? So instead of changing to a green orb, change to a blue orb, and it actually costs skill points rather than starting at 0, I believe. Or maybe it starts at 0. I don't know, I haven't fully upgraded it yet. But he is very different from what we actually thought he would be. So everyone was thinking he was going to be like a main DPS unit, right? Because we have Guy, but it's kind of like Dark Millum, where he can do a lot of damage, but he doesn't like give himself specifically like attack buffs and maybe like crit damage like the Water Millum or the Water Hinata, right? So I think people are kind of thinking that he would be doing that. Unfortunately, he doesn't. It feels more like you're meant to use him with the rest of the team, right? The rest of the meta from this month. So he's not like a mainline DPS unit, like a full all-in like Water Hinata or something, for example. But my argument here is that on the team that you would most likely use him on, he like the team, the Velzard team, Warrior's Mind is what you want to call it. That team already has so many buffs that I feel like it's okay that he doesn't have something like that, because we have the Guy buff already, who's already giving you 100% crit chance, and then the ult buff. You have Luminous, who's giving you the physical attack buff, and also the crit resistance down on the enemies. And then you have Violet, who's also debuffing their ult damage resistance and then buffing your all physical characters crit damage, right? So you have a lot of buffs on this team, and you're already stacking attack with the Velzard, and Xion is also, if you use the Xion, is also stacking crit damage. So the team has a lot of buffs. So I kind of think it's okay that he doesn't have a mainline specific DPS like skill, but it does kind of limit him outside of those teams, because he's not going to be doing the damage that I think people were wanting him to do, which can definitely be a turn off from summoning for him, right? His Valor trait is okay. I mean, it's whatever. It just debuffs their orange orbs, which is fine. And then his character trait is pretty decent. You get protection gauge every 2 turns, so it's not bad, right? And yeah, so I don't know. I think he is going to be doing fine damage, obviously on his team, and outside of it, I think he will also do really good damage. He does have a more attack centered like EX board. So like he already has a lot of attack going for him. He has the second highest attack stat in the game. The only one that's higher is the light hero, the new one that came out, by 1. So hers is 3990, but his is 3989, right? So his attack stat is really high. So overall, I think he'll still be doing really good damage. Maybe not exactly what people imagined, like 10, oh, not 10 million, because that's stupid, but like he won't be nuking everything, right? Dare I say Guy might be doing more damage? Probably not. If you have them equally the same stars and everything, let's take a look at him really quickly. If you have everything, he would probably be doing, he'd be doing like a slightly less. I mean, the attack stat is down by 2, right? So overall, I think him and Guy should be doing about the same amount of damage, and Guy already does a lot, so I think we should be fine in terms of how much damage he's gonna be doing. So yeah, should you summon for this Rimuru? Well, if you're speaking from a aesthetic perspective, hell yeah, he looks so good. It's clear that they put so much effort into like his ult, his backstory, his like entrance and outro like animation, and stuff like that. So it's clear from a very aesthetic perspective that he looks really good. From a meta perspective though, he's not a must summon. I dare say he's not a must summon just because he is good. I think he's really good. He's just not one of those characters that is like something you need to bring to the table. I mean, definitely his skill with that orb change is gonna give you the same utility with the light hero, right? So that skill's already good for EX characters because it brings you outside of that like restriction of having to deal with only 5 orbs when you have someone's ult. So he gives a lot of consistency with building up your ult gauge, right? But I don't think he's not bringing like god tier support or something like that. He's just like an extra, like a cherry on top, right? Like something extra that you don't necessarily super need, but when you have him, he'll be pretty useful most of the time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're thinking about whether you should summon or not, obviously if you really like him, I'd say just go for it. Like yeah, if you really like the character, then like I do, then just go for it. Like who cares? But if you're thinking about being smart with your crystals, or like I like Rimuru, but like I want to summon for maybe like a Shion or like a Benimaru or something, then I think yeah, you can save. He's not stupidly broken. But yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys get good luck on your summons, and not like me where my luck wasn't the greatest. But yeah, hopefully you guys get lucky on your summons if you do decide to summon. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. That's pretty much it for me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.